Good morning and welcome to Heads of the Valleys training, and welcome to your LGV CPC Module 4 practical training and test. As part of your LGV practical training and test, we will be covering 4 modules. One of the modules is preventing criminality and trafficking in illegal immigrants. As you can see, there is 3 questions within this section, and you will be asked one of the following questions. Question 1. You've parked at a border crossing and have left the vehicle unattended. Show me what checks you would make before driving through customs. Question number 2. You have had a comfort break, but just before boarding a cross-channel ferry. Show me what checks you would make to the vehicle before driving through customs. And the final question. You're parked at a docks and following a rest break. You suspect your vehicle may have been tampered with. Show me what checks you would make around and within your vehicle before continuing your journey. We will now move on to what checks you will carry out on the vehicle itself. Okay then, so the first place that you're going to look when searching for contraband, explosives and illegal immigrants will be in between the body of the truck and the cab itself. What you're looking for in between the body of the vehicle and the truck is any footprints where an immigrant may have shuffled himself up to get into the wind deflector. Also looking in any little nooks and crannies for any small packages that might be stored away. Okay, so moving on now, we're going to search under the wheel arch. Okay, so we really need to see you getting yourself down there and emphasising to the examiner what it is you're looking for. So you're getting yourself down and you're having a good look underneath the wheel arch for any packages or anything that may be sort of stowed away that doesn't look like it should be there. Okay, so next place you're going to look is in the cab itself. All right, you're really going to go to town on this now. All right, any little door cards, any little sort of sections that you may find anything that could be stowed away. So first thing, I'm going to look in this little storage pocket here. Anything you may find in there, take it out and have a really good look. All right, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide the chair back. All right, and again have a really good look, really emphasize what it is that you're looking for. Okay, I'm going to get myself into the cab now, remembering 3 points of contact as you get in and out of the vehicle. Okay, I've got a store pocket up here. I can get myself up and have a good look. Okay, sun visor, bring that down, have a good look. Anything could be stored in there. We have an ashtray. All right, again, I'm going to have a good look. And the final little place is just a little pocket just in here. Have a good look in there. Okay, so moving on to the next step now. We're going to look sort of underneath the bonnet of the vehicle itself, okay? So to open up the bonnet, there is no catches. All you need to do, just pull the bonnet towards you, okay? Watch your head when you go underneath. And again, what you're doing, you're really going to town. You're really looking at in every single sort of nook and cranny, every single spot where you think a little package could be stowed, all right? And whilst you're doing this, you need to emphasise to the examiner what it is you're actually looking for and where it is you're looking. So what we've got a little storage pocket just here. Get yourself down, have a look underneath, all right, down onto the chassis, okay, just in case you could see any immigrants that could be underneath the chassis itself. Little shelf just here, get yourself down, have a really good look, okay. You could also say that, you know, you could be looking in the engine coolant, okay, engine coolant. Make sure that you don't open it up because what you've got is hot liquid if the engine's been running. And again, having another look down on the axle down there as well. Before you shut the bonnet down, get yourself down. We've got a little step just underneath here. All right, you could have a look down here. Again, looking for any packages that could be stowed down there. When you bring the bonnet down, just bring it down and close it up. Okay then, so we've moved ourselves around to the passenger side of the cab now. All right, a couple of little different areas now that we can have a look. All right, so again, you're looking in the door cards here. Pull anything out that you may see in there and have a really good look. The slight difference this side is we can lift the seat up, okay? So obviously be careful with your fingers, lift the seat up, and again, have a good look inside for anything that shouldn't be there, okay? Slowly bring that down. Get yourself down, have a look behind the seat, okay? Get yourself up into the cab then. And again, this time you've got a little shelf up here. You've also got the sun visor that you can have a look down, all right? And again, a thorough look all the way through, just checking for anything that shouldn't be there. Okay, again, we've come to another wheel arch, so we're going to get ourselves down and we're really going to emphasise that we're having a good search underneath, okay? So get yourself down, have a good look underneath. All right, I'm having a good look underneath here for any packages that there may be. Also, before I move on, I could look from this side, all right? Any footprints that may be in between the box of the vehicle and the body of the vehicle where someone could have shuffled themselves up. All right, and I could also bring myself here and have a look diagonally up across to the wind deflector, should there be anyone's up in between the wind deflector and the roof of the vehicle. Okay then, so we've done the inside of the truck now, we've covered both front wheel arches, and now we're going to move on to the full length of the vehicle. You'll see from this side, not only do you have the full length of the vehicle, but you've got a petrol tank and also a AdBlue tank as well. So we make sure we have a good check of the fuel caps as we're going along. So we can start with the AdBlue tank. Physically, let's have a touch, let's have a check to check that the fuel cap is nice and secure, and then bring yourself also to the fuel tank, and again, check that that fuel cap is nice and secure. Once you've checked that the fuel cap and the AdBlue cap is secure, we get ourselves down, and again, we're having a good look underneath the chassis for any immigrants that may have strapped themselves to the body of the vehicle itself, all right? And then every couple of steps, we get ourselves down and we have a good check, all right? Get yourself down, have a good check. Another wheel arch that we've just come across, we get ourselves down, have a good look underneath, anything there that shouldn't be there. And then just before we get to the back of the vehicle, again, we'll get ourselves down and we'll have a good look underneath for anything that shouldn't be there also. Okay then, so now you've come to the rear of the vehicle. At this point, the examiner will give you one of two scenarios, all right? First scenario, you've come to the back of the vehicle and you've told the examiner that you're going to check that your security seal is in place, all right? He will then give you one of two options. The first one will be that your security seal is still intact. What would you do next? If your security seal hasn't been tampered with, all you would then do is bring yourself to the rear of the vehicle, have a look, have a visual look, and see if there is anybody on top of the vehicle, okay? The next thing he could ask you then, once you've checked your security seal, the next option is that your security seal has been broken and has been tampered with. At that point then, you're going to tell the examiner that you would open up the back of the vehicle, have a look straight diagonally up at the roof of the vehicle from the inside. What you'll find is, if you were to open up the back of the vehicle, all right, the roof of the vehicle, the perspex is a lot thinner than the side of the vehicle. So you would be able to see any shadows or silhouettes of any people that were up there, or they may have broken in through the top of the vehicle because it's a weaker area of the vehicle. So again, you'd be able to see any damage, all right? At that point, what you would then explain is, if you could see any damage, you would inspect a little bit further. So you would get up on the tail lift and you would have a visual look in. One thing you need to make sure is that if you were to see any immigrants in the back of your truck, do not approach them. Take a step back, get on the phone to the police and get them to come and sort it out, because these people are very desperate people. They could be armed and they could be dangerous. Okay then, so you're coming to the final checks of your vehicle now, the final side of the vehicle. Hopefully by this point you found nothing untoward, all right? But again, make sure that you're still emphasising exactly what it is you're doing, and even talk to the examiner and tell him. So get yourself down, explain to him, right, I'm getting down and I'm having a really thorough look underneath the bodywork here, all right? Again, what you've got the wheel arch, so get yourself down and have a really thorough good look underneath. Couple of steps, all right, again, get yourself down, all right, have a good look, nothing untowards there. And again, at this point, I'd get down and I'd have a thorough look, okay? So, the last couple of places, you've got a battery compartment just here. There'd be no problem at all in opening that up and having a look. Again, same with the air filter here, because these are places that you need to make sure that you doubly check, all right? What you'll find now is you're back to your starting point. So you'll have thoroughly checked the inside and the outside of the vehicle by this point, and because you've gone around in a full circle, you shouldn't have missed anywhere.